Okay, let's go back now and let's have a look at the pages menu. As the name suggests, for the pages menus, here you'll find everything to do about your pages and your menus. Let's have a look at the main menu. Here we have the page list, menu list, create page or a menu. We have a list of books or chapters, and we have add book or chapter, and we have the options. Let's move into the options first of all, and here you can set up some of the options or the settings. So the very first one is list pages if no page selected, and basically you can enable or disable that. And then you have list books or chapters, so whether or not you would like to have a list of all the books and the chapters. And the next option there is list books, chapters, templates, and you can go by the default or you can actually insert panel. And then the last one, you have the expiry date for cookies. So once somebody comes into your website and accept the cookies, after this many seconds the cookies time will actually expire. Once you're happy with that, you can go and hit on save. So let's go now into page list once again, and here we'll find a list of all the available pages, and you'll find the ID of the page, the title, the book or chapter which is related or in a way associated with that particular page. You have the template, which template you have used, who is the author, the visibility. We have the 3 standard option here to actually drag and drop this and change the order of how they appear. We have the option to edit it, and we have the option to actually delete it. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on edit and see what we get here. Okay, so this is our page, and basically we have a couple of the tabs here: page, page options, menu, and menu options. Under the page, this is everything to do with the page itself. We have the title, which we will enter here. We have the book chapter, and then we can actually select from all the available chapters, and basically I have only one available here because I have not created any, and this is done by the default. And I can select the chapter there, the template, I can go with the default or custom, the author, and then we have the text itself here. Once again, you can actually go and add some text here, you can add some graphics, and you can even add a video clip, which you can do by actually clicking on insert media manager video. Here we also have the top menu like you would have with your Windows programs. We have the edit, we have the view, format, insert, table, and tools. So basically you can enter text, you can enter images, and you can enter tables. If you would like, you can actually go and you can enter some source code here as well. Okay, so this is how you would edit your page. Under the page options, first of all we have the date, we have the visibility, we have the available option here to make the rating of the page. We can enable it or disable it. We can enable or disable the comments here as well. We can protect our web page with some password. We can use something that I call the friendly URL here. We can put in some keywords, and we can actually enter some meta description here as well, and we have the order there as well. Moving to the next tab, we'll come to menu, and basically we are creating a menu here. Menu name, we'll give it a name, and we have the menu titles, so modern business feature menu 1, and we have the actual menu body here. Down the bottom we have the option to select how the menu body appears. So we have 2 columns. We can go by the default, we can go button, we can go image only, button image, the next one is image only. Then we have the 2 column 1-to-1 text left, we have 2 column 1-to-1 text right, and we have 2 column 2-to-1 text left, meaning that we'll have more text on the left hand side than on the right hand side. The last option there is to insert a image or a video. Alright, the last option in the last tab actually in the pages menu option is the menu options. Who is this visible to? Everyone. I would strongly suggest that you leave this as everyone, unless you are creating a web page that's only going to be, for example, for your particular members from some particular country, say from England. In that case, you might actually want only that group of people to be able to see this page. Custom button text you can enter here, and the custom button URL you can enter there as well. Alright, so this is how you would actually go about editing pre-existing page. It's exactly the same when you're trying to add a new page. So instead of actually going and viewing all the pages, you would hit on the create page menu. You'll be presented with exactly the same options, and you will do exactly the same as I have just explained in the previous step. Okay, you would enter information about the page, you would enter information in the page options, in the menu, and the menu options. Okay, so let's move now into the menu list. And as the name suggests, here's all the actual menus that you have, a list of all the menus, and this is the one we have just seen before. And for example, let's go into this one and let's hit on edit. Edit will actually open that particular page where this menu is located, and once again you can change the text in here. You can go and actually change the menu options as well, so that will actually take care of all the menu options. So basically, when you go and hit on the create page menu, you're creating both the page and the menu. You can then go into the page list where all of the pages will be displayed, and you can change or you can delete those pages individually. You can do exactly the same for the menu list by clicking on the menu list link here, and you can change the individual menus here like so. Okay, let's move now into the books chapters, and by default I have only one chapter here, which is called chapter 1, and I have the available options to move it, to edit it, to delete it, and to actually view pages in this chapter. Alright, so let's go and view the pages in this chapter. In this chapter I have actually 6 different features and articles. So basically I have the title here, I have the book chapter, so the book is called General and it's chapter 1. I have the template, the author, the visibility, and the 3 standard options here as well. So if I go and hit, for example, on the very first one, and I go and hit on edit, I'll get that same page menu page where I can actually change the information like we have seen before. Okay, so that's to do with listing all the books and the chapters, and we can actually add a new chapter or a book here if we would like to. The procedure would be exactly the same as before. Okay, so once we're done with pages and menus, we'll move into public uploads. As the name suggests, this is where all the records of the public uploads will show. So if, for example, a member comes in and uploads a photo, if you're running, for example, a forum, that particular upload will be shown here. So there's not a lot of options, there's only the manage option, and basically that's given here. I would really like to have a upload where you would have a couple of more options to actually go and delete that and view that particular uploads, but since I do not have any uploads on my web page, the available options here are 0 because I have no records. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward, and the last option is the welcome message. Now the welcome message is something that's going to appear right at the top of your web page. So if I move to my web page, hello world, this is my welcome message. Alright, so you can edit that in here. Basically there is only one at this point of time, and once again I can edit it or I can delete it, and if I do hit on edit, it will open a page like so where I can actually enter the message caption, or basically that's this, the title itself, and who is this visible to, and I can go and actually enter the information here, and I can hit on the update button and update that particular welcome message. Alright, so that's managing. We can go and create a new welcome message, and this will actually, let's hit on it, and this will actually do exactly as before, except I will not have these fields pre-entered. So I will enter the message title in here, who this is visible to, and the message text itself. The last option there is the preferences, and basically we have only option here is the enclosed, and basically we have the disabled option, we have the enable option which is set by the default, and we have the actual enclosed with carousel. So basically what this is doing and what this is dealing with is this bit here. So you can actually see the background here, it's a bit different. This is white and this is some sort of a gray color, and basically that's controlled by this option here. So enclose, or the enclosure as I like to call it. If I disable it, it will be disabled altogether. Okay, so under the content option here, we have seen how to deal with the feature boxes, the galleries, news pages and menus. We have seen what's available with the public uploads, even though we did not have any uploads at this point of time, but we have seen the list where the uploads would appear. We have seen how to actually go about, changing and adding a new message to the welcome message. Alright, so content option here, or the content link, will be visited by the admin or the master web creator quite often, and basically you will start most probably with the welcoming message. This is something that you would actually go and change to suit your web page. Then you would go and create some pages. You would go and set up the gallery option, and then once you have any news, you would actually go into the news section and add that news. Okay, in the next video tutorials we'll have a look at the tools option, where we have the database, file inspector, maintenance, notify, schedule tasks and the system logs.